It feels like, let me think about that.
They get to drop their kids off at school and they go to work.
Tell someone what to do. Drive a car. And fly an airplane. But I don't really know how to fly airplanes.
You can mind your own business.
It's kind of like when it's kind of like when you're taller and you don't really know how tall you are, and then you're like super tall and look down and everything is so tiny. Don't ever forget to go to work. Like, I'm at work right now, and what else grown-ups do? They eat their vegetables. Beautiful.
Like when you love somebody, you love your family, or your cousin, or your friend, or your little baby sister.
Love means kiss. Kiss.
How about true love? That means that my explosions. Are your brother, are your dad, are your mom?
I love all the boy Transformers.
Why don't you love the girl Transformer?
Because I see Kiss Bumblebee.
Are your grandma, your uncle, and your brother?
It means when you look at someone and someone looks really good, and then something happens.
Well, what happens?
You keep looking at them, and then when you turn away, you see something in your chest.
My name is Michael Knox, and our son Michael Ray Jr., he currently goes to St. Bernardine Catholic School, and we live in Calabasas, California now.
My name is Kathy Knox, and I am Michael's mom.
Michael attending BCA, and us moving down to Calabasas and him going to school down there, I think the biggest impact has been his ability to adapt.
Yeah.
More than anything, Michael has no problem reaching out to people he's never seen before, and a lot of that was developed here. A lot of his skills started here. Miss Betty, Miss Nene, they really pushed him to be the person he is right now.
Being at Grandma Betty's was very fun because I got to learn new things so I can get better in school.
My son is Spencer Smith, and he will be starting 5th grade in August. So he's finishing up 4th grade at Melrose Leadership Academy. Wow, the greatest impact from going to Betty's. I think community support, just the love that they felt also with Miss Betty. She treats every child like it's her own. And we felt very comfortable with feeling like almost we were part of her family at the end. She makes you feel so welcome, and she, just the whole experience. It was a pleasure to be there. It was trustworthy, and it was cohesive. It just kept you together.
I feel like Betty's has prepared me for different things in the future, like right now, because without being at Betty's, I wouldn't be the student that I am today.
We are Dandrell and Keith Jones, parents of Trayvon Jones. Trayvon started with Miss Betty when he was 2 years old. I think our fondest memory is actually when he completed, at the end, they go through their Bumblebee class and they have their graduation. And to watch the graduation and all the things that he knew, he could count in Spanish. He could say his ABCs in Spanish. He knew his name. He knew his address. And Trayvon is a child who, he kind of shrugs his shoulders when it comes to schoolwork. Kind of tells us, oh, I know it, but doesn't make a big deal about it. So to come to the graduation at the end, going into kindergarten, and to have the confidence and to know that he was fully prepared for kindergarten after being with Miss Betty for 3 years, that is our greatest memory from Miss Betty's.
Yeah, and also when we started realizing that he knew how to read, we were pretty impressed with that. Like she said, he was more or less the kid. He wouldn't tell you what he knows. You would kind of have to pull it out of him. One day we're sitting up there, we're going over books and stuff that he enjoys. We thought just the pictures, and he actually started reading some of it, and we were pretty impressed with that. And we have nobody but to thank Miss Betty and her staff, Miss Nene also, who did a great job with Trayvon.
I think if you're going to Miss Betty's now, is don't give up. You're gonna have some rough times learning and all that stuff, but if you just try your hardest, you got this.
My name is Emerson Gomez. I'm Gavin's dad, and I'm also Grayson's dad. We left Miss Betty's I think 2 years ago, and so Gavin's 6 years old now, and he's attending Pleasant Hill Elementary. I want to say Miss Betty's Children's Academy is definitely the best place that I've ever seen as far as daycares and preparation for elementary school. I just want to say thank you, Miss Betty. You're the best. I mean, you've been so great to us, and I can't change anything. If I could change something, is that I could probably bring my 2 boys back to you. Because it's just so much love there. And I see it, and the teachers see it in Gavin. That he's a very loving person, and that's definitely just from you guys, from the staff at Miss Betty's, and you guys are all just great, excellent place. We miss you guys.
Being at Grandma Betty's helped me because I was happy there. When I was alone, I was not happy. But when I went there, I was happy.
Michael Ray is my only child, my first. I didn't know what to expect. We ran across this school. It was recommended and to us from 2 people. We didn't know what was going to happen. We came to visit it. The moment we met Miss Betty, we knew this was where my child had to be. And as we all know, when we have our babies, we need them to be in a place that is as warm and is as similar and is as supportive as our own homes are and as our families are. And again, when I met Miss Betty, I knew my child had to be here. And I was so grateful when she called and said that Michael could come. Miss Betty, she really taught me how to be a mom to my son. I didn't know. It was my first baby, and I didn't know half the things to do, and she taught me so much. She taught me how to be strong when I needed to be strong, and she helped me with just paying attention to different things with Michael, and she helped me to just really just be a great mom. And I mean, I don't have words to thank her and her staff, Ms. Nene also. They were so supportive of me and of Michael and of Mike and us, and we formed this great family, and not just with them, but with the other parents and the other kids that were here. And I know I can't say there's no other place in the world like this, but I'll say that what we experienced with our son, and we know it's a direct reflection of who he is today. I mean, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that this place on that day was recommended to us. And if we had missed this, Lord, what would my child be? You know, so we are just so happy that he was here and that he is still a part of this family. He will always be part of the BCA family.
I'll thank them for teaching me stuff. Make breakfast, Miss Betty. Eat breakfast.
Betty makes some more food and we eat them, and our teachers help our go somewhere.
Because when I lose my jacket, and I just have to call them, and I don't know what they're gonna do to it. They're just gonna save it, so I don't have to be cold outside.
When I was little, Grandma Betty let me have snacks. I would like to thank them for, I really like this stuff. It just feels like I really don't want to leave here.